50 miles ahead. Copper Spring, 10 miles ahead. He looks down at his gas gauge.
Damn, almost on empty. Sure don't want to stop here.
He gets off at the next exit. After driving for 10 minutes or so, the highway turns into a lone dirt road. 10 feet in front of him, a town manifest. As he looks around for a gas station, the people walking by eye him with suspicion. Something seems off about this place. Clyde drives further down the road. As dust swirls up behind him, the entire town seems to be stuck in a time warp circa 1940s. A little girl dressed in a pink polka-dot swing dress walks with her parents. Clyde waves to her. They pull her away before she can respond. Up ahead is a sign showing a smiling cowgirl dressed in a denim-colored cowboy hat, Daisy Duke shorts, and cowboy boots with a pink top, swinging a lasso. Directly below the sign reads Buffy's Gas and Grill. Clyde pulls into the dusty establishment, turns off the car, gets out, looks around. All around him lay stretches of barren land, and this is the only car at the station. And before he decides to drive away, a tall, skinny blonde kid peeks outside of the door and walks to the car, chewing on a wad of tobacco. He stands before Clyde.
Yes, can I help you, mister?
Yeah, kid. Fill it up, would you? I've got a long drive ahead of me.
Where you headed?
Deadwood.
Well, pardon me for saying so, mister, but that there town is cursed.
Nonsense. Just fill it up, kid.
Jake.
Excuse me? Jake. That's my name, sir. Good, Jake. Just fill it up.
Jake walks toward the pump and begins to pump the gas.
You ain't from around here, are you? Listen, kid, just pump the gas and kill the small talk, would you? The sooner I can get my gas, the sooner I can get out of this hellhole.
Annoyed by his comments, Jake goes back to his duties.
There you are, sir. All finished. Well, it's about time.
Jake holds out his hand for a tip, but Clyde just drives away, kicking at the dust in the process. Jake slams his hat on the ground in disgust.
You'll get what's coming to you. The ghosts will see to that.
As Clyde drives down the road, he realizes that this town is stuck in the 1940s, because somehow he's traveled back in time, through some sort of time warp. As he looks around, the dust is so thick that he can barely see the signs. He squints as he struggles to make sense of the lettering. Clyde begins to feel a little woozy, yet he remains focused. The dust clears long enough for him to see a sign reading 190 Freeway North, with an arrow pointing just ahead. Relieved, Clyde merges onto the freeway. An hour later, he sees a sign up ahead, Deadwood. An eerie glow illuminates in the distance. The sky appears to be on fire. The road elevates on an incline for a few miles, then gradually levels out. Clyde reaches the top of the incline and sees a sign up ahead, Deadwood Forest and Wildlife Sanctuary. As Clyde drives through the forest, the surrounding area grows dark, forcing him to turn on his headlights. The entire glowing sky is the only other source of light, yet the darkness emanating from the forest is like a black hole that has a life all its own. The darkness causes the temperature to plummet, sending the temperature so cold that Clyde rolls up his windows and turns on the heater. The stretch of forest seems to extend out with no end in sight. An hour into the drive, and out of the darkness, something resembling a large shadow emerges from the woods and darts across the road less than 50 centimeters from Clyde's car. It disappears into the other side of the forest. Clyde slams on the brakes and attempts to get a better look at whatever that was. As he looks into the forest, a set of red eyes appears. Out of the darkness, spooking Clyde as he steps on the accelerator. 20 minutes later, he emerges from the forest. The temperature returns back to normal as the road curves around a small hill and into a tunnel. As he exits the tunnel, the road curves again and takes Clyde around a bend. As he comes out of it, the house makes a sudden appearance that is both foreboding yet inviting at the same time. Honey locust trees line the pathway leading up to the house. They seem to peer down at Clyde as he passes by. Clyde parks in front of the house, gets out of the car, and takes a look around. He takes a deep breath as his senses take in the sweet aroma of honey locust trees. He walks up the steps, takes out his keys, and unlocks the front door. He walks inside and sees the main hall.
Wow.
It is immense.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Directly to his left sits a winding staircase that extends 2 floors up. There are large paintings on the wall, some portraits of former owners and their families, yet they appear distorted as if they were alive. Their presence contributes to the dark and foreboding atmosphere pervasive throughout the house. One picture, though covered with dust, seems to stand out from all the others. Clyde is immediately drawn to it. The painting is hauntingly stunning. Shapes seem to shift and appear out of nowhere.
Creepy.
Clyde approaches to get a better look. The doorbell rings. Clyde opens the door. It's the cleaning staff. They are early. He invites them all inside.
Listen, the furniture in the house is in excellent condition. All you need to do is dust it. Remember, adhere to your schedules. I want you all to meet me right here in the main hall at 8. Understood?
6 hours later, the house begins to manifest new life. Dusting shakes off the cobwebs, restoring a once majestic house to its former glory. The staff work hard until the dusting and cleaning are nearly complete. Items of great value and rarity begin to manifest, awakening from years of slumber. A plethora of valuables to choose from. Lunchtime comes.